Knowing how to talk to your parents about your social anxiety is a key ingredient to getting the help and support that you deserve. We can't go it alone, and so I'm so glad that you're here. So the very first thing that I need you to do is to pause and take a deep breath. So breathe in and out. Great job. Taking a deep breath will help to settle your nerves and turn down the dial on that anxiety just a little bit so you feel a little less anxious and more in control, and you can start the conversation and keep it moving with your parents. If you're stuck in anxiety, then you're not going to be as clear and open to hearing and understanding what your parents have to say in response. So now that you have settled your body and your mind, you're a little more clear-headed to take this next step, and that is just pausing and noticing what happens for you when you experience social anxiety. If you can't notice it, it's going to be hard to talk to your parents about it. So there's a few different things that you can start considering. One thing is you can notice your body's physical responses in moments of social anxiety or even panic. Taking a moment, breathe, and starting with the top of your head and moving down to your tippy toes, just noticing how your body feels and responds in those situations. Also taking some time to notice what situations or circumstances spark up that social anxiety and what helps to quiet it down. So knowing what coping strategies or coping skills work for you is going to be really important when you talk to your parents too. Otherwise, it might be a little confusing for your parents if they see you talking with your friends and not feeling socially anxious. They might not understand why going to school might make you feel socially anxious. So the more concrete that you can notice these examples, the easier it's going to be to roll into number 3, and that is describing the situation to them. So now that you've noticed the circumstances, you've noticed what works and doesn't work for you, and you've noticed what happens for you physically in these moments, these are all the things that you can use to describe and share with your parents so that they can understand your experience a little bit better. So it might not mean much to your parents if they've never experienced the level of social anxiety that you are to say, I'm feeling anxious, why can't you understand? Instead, you can let them know, I'm noticing that I'm feeling anxious because my stomach feels really uncomfortable. It feels like I can't breathe as easily as I was before. I'm having all sorts of unrealistic, stressful thoughts. The more clear that you can be here, it's going to be really important to do that. Clear is kind, direct is kind. Please be clear and direct with your situation and your experience, and it will make it so much easier for your parents to understand you because they won't have to fill in the blanks and assume and get the story wrong. You're right there to clear it up for them. And please, 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 please remember that if your parents are taking the time to hear you out and listen to you, they want to help you. No parent wants a miserable kid, because I don't know about you, but if you've ever been around somebody who's miserable, like, ooh, that feels cringy to be around them, right? They want you to feel good and confident and happy because it also helps the home feel happy too. So they're really invested in helping you manage and power through this the best that they can. So the more that you can notice and describe your situation and keep in mind that they want to help you, it will help you to keep talking about it. None of this is going to be a one and done conversation. You've probably been experiencing social anxiety for quite some time before you decided to talk to your parents about it. Expecting them to just get it in one conversation ain't gonna fly. It's why, if you've ever noticed on commercials, like, they constantly replay the same commercial over and over again, probably doing it on this video. They do that because they really want you to remember this product, this drink, this food, whatever it is that they're selling. They want you to remember it, and they want you to have a positive association or experience with that. So keep talking about it with your parents. Come with kindness and curiosity, and eventually they should get it, or you will be of a certain age where you can get your own supports yourself. If you're still feeling too anxious to have this conversation, I highly recommend that you watch the video on your screen right over here, where I'm sharing even more coping strategies to help you cope with your social anxiety. And if you found the information in this video useful and helpful, please share it. You never know who you could be helping. Thanks for watching.